And we have a very special guest on, Becca Pizzi, who is a Boston native. She's run the Boston Marathon 25 times.
I've run Boston Marathon 25 times. This will be my 21st.
25 times?
And I am so jacked for this race. So pumped we got Becca on. She lives in the area. She's run the race 25 times. She knows the race director. She knows every piece of this course inside out. She talks tips. She talks about things to avoid. She will basically guide us through the Boston Marathon. She's just a fun, exciting, enthusiastic runner, passionate about running, doing some big, heavy miles right now. She's trying to break 3 hours for the first time at this race. So this is a good episode. It's all about Boston, guys. Enjoy.
I guess my first question is, what would you think is the most important thing for someone who's not run that many Bostons that they need to know?
The best piece of advice I have is watch out for those early miles, because it's a slight downhill and you're like, wee, I feel good. But you have to save it for the hills, because you want to be able to set yourself up so that when you get to the top of the hills with just a 10K to go, you can really race the second part. The only way to run this race, which is really, really hard, is negative splits. You talk to the race director, Dave McGilvery, he'll tell you, if you can set yourself up so that you're careful in the beginning and you're running negative splits, the second part faster than the first part, you're gonna fly when you get to Boston. You're just gonna start picking people off, and it's really exciting. You're gonna see the Sitco sign and the right on Hereford, left on Boylston. It's just so exciting, but you just have to be careful with those early miles and not going out fast.
So Becca, like last year I did like a 3-minute positive, and even at the end I was passing everyone. The 17 to 21, that's the marathon, isn't it? I feel like if you can save for there, that's everything almost. I don't know. It
really is such a huge part of the race. That Heartbreak Hill, but you might surprise yourself and feel good going up it. And what I do is when I start to struggle, I just start cheering somebody on. I'm like, you got this, come on, let's do it. And then you go together. And that helps me a lot. They
really start so let's go beginning of the race. You said be careful on those first miles. There's that huge downhill right off the bat, like that big downhill. And then the next, 4 or 5 miles are pretty much straight downhill with a decent decline.
Mile 5 goes up a bit.
Yeah,
and you don't notice it. That's the thing. You're like, why do I feel so good? But you got to be careful not to trash your legs and just keep an eye on. When I go into every single race, I have 2 goals. Like on a perfect day, I'm going to run this, and then a backup goal in case plan A is not working out so well. And that just kind of gives me something to do. But I feel like going into Boston, you have to have a plan. You have to have a race plan and race your race plan. And that means just having a goal and saying, I'm going to start out at 7 flat, and then I'm going to knock it down to 650, and then I'm going to start running 635s. But if you're starting out at 620 and
that's my plan, Becca. Not just kidding.
We probably have the same plan.
No. I think you're not that aggressive. I'm not doing 635s at the end. We'll
but that coming into Cleveland Circle with the Sitco sign, it's just so exciting. It's really, really fun, and it gets louder and louder. It's deafening on the course. It's so much fun. It's my favorite. Absolutely.
The Sitco sign is at mile what? 23?
Yeah, 23.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Sorry. So tips. You said go easy on the first miles. You just gave another practical tip for a race weekend. I'm thinking anyone who's never run Boston that's listened to this episode, you've done it 25 times. So bring your own stuff. If you don't like Adidas, go easy on the first miles. Can you think of anything else that you think people should know about running the Boston Marathon?
Yeah, just take one town at a time. There's 8 towns, and each town offers something really fun and unique and special. And it gets more exciting when you get into the Wellesley and the halfway and Boston. It's really exciting. And again, if you write your name on your shirt, that's going to be really, really helpful, because the Boston fans go absolutely nuts for you. And look for the distractions. Look around. There's so many people. It's the #1 spectating event in the world, ahead of the Super Bowl, ahead of anything else, for a reason. It's not by accident, and it's really a fun day. You just enjoy it. Make sure that you have fun.
Shivers. I'm excited for you both. That'll be so cool. So, just to put things in perspective, when you start in this race, if you've done a marathon, you're bussed out, an hour, 26 miles, but roughly an hour bus ride, what feels like a marsh end into like a small town in the middle of nowhere, and you're
Yeah,
like
they
on the
show
main,
you-
yeah, you're like on the main street of this small town, and you're kind of just walking through town, and all of a sudden you see the starlight. You can't be kidding me! Like, we're starting here, and you're in the fort, you're in the country, the boonies.
It's not what people think, for sure. You're absolutely right about
I
that.
never would I have pictured that.
I like to have throwaway here's another tip, throwaway hand warmers. So I usually have the hand warmers on me until like mile 5, and then I toss them down after mile 5.
Just to stay warm.
Yeah, just to stay comfortable and warm. Yeah, and then I always have throwaway gear, and I'll throw away the gear like when I'm pretty warm, usually in Framingham somewhere. So I'll toss the shirt off.
Framingham, mile 6.
Yeah,
Yes.
the compression socks help me a lot too, because with the rolling hills.
Do you wear compression socks, Charlie, for the race? You weren't going to.
They
I
help.
use compression socks for the
No,
first time
because
in
I
my
feel
life.
like I'm so used to running in the cold now that like this will feel warm for me. So
Yeah.
I just want to.
And then a white hat. I always, because of the black.
Oh, white hat! I gotta have the white hat. too.
Make sure that if you're listening and you've never, make sure you have a white hat, because the sun is pretty strong when it's out.
And you don't want to attract that sun.
Mm-mm.
So, any last words, Becca, for you?
Have fun. It's the most amazing day. Enjoy it. Take it all in, and trust in your training. You know you're ready, more ready than you think, and have good luck.
That's why you're going to break 3, for sure. Charlie, do you have any last words?
I'm just gonna have fun. No expectations, so we'll just go hard on the day.
Okay, awesome.
Marathons are hard, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, marathons are hard. They're also exciting, and you guys are running the absolute holy grail, best course, best crowd, best experience on the planet. I am jealous of you both. I will be there next year for sure. Thanks so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Give us a 5-star review if you can. Put your comments below. What do you think Charlie and Becca will do? We'd love to hear from you. And remember, marathons are hard.